When writer-director Stephen Knight was making this movie, he wanted to show an ordinary person and see his heroisms within his decisions.
The most ordinary person, someone that you wouldn't normally make a film about, and to see the heroism within his decisions and his life.
It was a simple movie, but constructed in a different way. So how does Stephen Knight use decisions to represent Ivan Locke's heroisms in the movie Locke? Stephen Knight used unconventional storytelling to tell a conventional movie. Ivan Locke wants to get from point A to point B. But with the movie focusing only on Tom Hardy's Ivan, and Ivan the only character we see, how does Stephen Knight present a story? By using two writing techniques. Giving your characters obstacles.
Look that it's a C6 mix, but how far towards C5 can it go?
And decisions.
Down around, you understand, so you tell Stafford. C6.
C6 it is.
From Ivan Locke to Katrina to Bethan, every character has an obstacle to overcome and they must all make a decision. The use of obstacles creates tension and conflict, the bread and butter of any interesting movie, and gives us, the audience, a closer look into our characters. For example, Ivan in the first few minutes of the movie faces a decision, either go home or go to the hospital. This first obstacle is called critical situation, where he is put in a position that could alter his life. Go home and nothing changes, and go to the hospital for the birth of his child and his life completely turns upside down. And from there, Ivan is constantly thrown obstacles, which in turn keeps the movie moving forward and keeps the audience on edge. So what do we learn about Ivan Locke through his decisions?
I don't feel anything for this woman, and I'm trying to do the right thing tonight because she is on her own and the baby is my fault. And I know.
The questionability of Ivan Locke's character of if he's truly a good man has many responses. To some, he'll always be sleazy because of his actions to sleep with another woman, but to others he's a caring man who's trying to do the right thing, as shown by Ivan choosing to visit Bethan at the hospital. This is the beauty of Locke, because there isn't a right answer. Katrina sees him as a cheating lowlife, and Ivan sees himself as trying to do what is right.
And it is interesting to hear people's reactions afterwards, that they either don't like him, or they, you like the girls are like, you idiot, you man, and this, that, and the other, or some people are like, I would take him back, and then this guy's like, oh my God, that was close to home.
You never knew that because you never lifted a finger, you fucking lazy cunt. But you know what? You can take a situation and you can draw a circle around it and find a way to work something out.
Throughout the movie, Ivan talks to his father's presence as he pretends his father is watching his every move. It is very clear that Ivan doesn't want to be like his father, who abandoned him when he was young to reappear again when he was older. This is a motive for him to be there for his child's birth, and a case could be said that Ivan is only doing that to spite his father.
You to watch. Do you know, in fact, I would like to take a fucking shovel and dig you up out of the fucking ground and make you watch me.
His decisions and acts are to push him further away from being what his father was.
Yeah. Call them now, Donald. Call every one of those bastards. Get them to repeat the order C6 on the nose, always.
Ivan gets fired on the construction job but believes that not helping Donald make sure the cementing goes to plan is morally wrong, and through obstacles such as wrong cement being ordered, pipes not working and roads not being closed, Ivan guides Donald to sort out those problems. But Ivan's positive actions have negative repercussions. His insistent need to help pushes him away from his family, as shown when he wanted the number for the councilman.
Do you still want me to give you the phone number so you can close the road?
Yes.
Right, well, goodbye, Ivan.
So Ivan's positive actions always has a negative reaction. Let's look at some more examples. Ivan goes to the hospital for the birth of his child is a positive action, but he loses his job.
Well, I'll tell you what, Ivan, you're fired.
He tells his wife of the baby, a noble decision to make, but loses his wife.
It's finished.
He tries to get the number for the councilman, something he could let Donald do, and loses his family.
Right, well, goodbye, Ivan.
A trend appears where every time Ivan makes what he deems is a right decision, we see it has a negative effect on him, especially for his family. But what does the decisions that other characters make tell us? Katrina, her obstacle is Ivan having a baby with another woman, and what is her decision? To leave Ivan. Donald, his obstacle is a cement problem, and his decision is to help Ivan and listen to him. Gareth, his obstacle is Ivan not being in for work for the cement job, and his decision is to fire him. And finally Bethan, her obstacle is to have the baby early, and the decision is to listen to Ivan. There is no coincidence that Donal and Bethan, the ones that listened to Ivan, were the happier, while the ones that didn't, Katrine and Gareth, suffered. So what is Stephen Knight trying to say when he wanted to show us the heroisms of Ivan Locke? Maybe one mistake is all that is needed for your life to turn upside down and there's nothing to save that, or even in the worst situations putting everything right is what's most important. Or maybe Stephen Knight wants you to decide if Ivan is a hero or not, just as Ivan Locke has to decide for the whole movie.